I've seen a lot of comments recently, especially in the weight loss groups on Facebook. I won't name any of the companies or PTs or whatever because I'm not in the business of speaking down about people or how they moderate their whatever the comment sections and that. It's got nothing to do with me. The topic on my mind today is the fat loss jabs and what I think of them. Be that Ozempic, GLP-1, Mounjaro, whatever. Now, the first thing I want to say is that whatever follows this little disclaimer, whatever comes out of my mouth, means the square root of naff all in the grand scheme of things. If you're on the fat loss jabs and they're working for you, Godspeed to you. Well done. If you think they're a waste of time and people are injecting poison into the bodies, fair enough. You're entitled to your opinion. But ultimately, what the overall underlying message has to be, regardless of what I'm about to say, is that it's got absolutely nothing to do with you if you're not putting in your body. Leave people alone. If they need that little helping hand to lose weight, then so be it. Anyway, on to the topic at hand. What do I think about the fat loss jabs? I think, in a sense, they are a useful tool for people who struggle to lose weight. And I'm guilty of this, but a lot of people say it is literally just thermodynamics. It's calories in versus calories out. There's a particularly popular creator slash PT slash fitness businessman, I would say, where I'm from in the northeast. I won't name drop, but you probably know who it is. Who actually trialled doing a few months on the weight loss jabs and factored those into his fitness app to prove that it is doable and it is workable within a healthy lifestyle, as long as you're hitting your calorie goals, your protein goals, your macros, what have you. So in that sense, when it's used correctly alongside an active fitness regimen, cleaner diet than what you've previously been used to, yeah, it is a wonder drug. There's been studies on it. As long as you're getting it through the correct channels, it's completely safe. The side effects, if there are any, are negligible from what I've read. So if it's something that you need or that people need to get a leg up, if they've struggled for years, I know in men when you hit 30 or roughly that age, it becomes harder to lose weight. Not impossible, but it becomes harder because our testosterone naturally starts to lower, activity levels slow down because your body starts to break down. You're not as fit and sprightly as you used to be in your 20s. Women, obviously, as I've mentioned in a previous video, women's hormones are madly different to men. I believe their cycle is based on a 28-day lunar cycle. That's why they're pretty in tune with the moon. Witchy, spooky, wonderful human beings, or women, where men have a cycle that is more in tune to the 24-hour cycle. Women, as they get older, will hit the likes of perimenopause. Some people might have thyroid problems, an abundance of other things that might hinder or stall their weight loss. Now, I don't agree with people using those issues as an excuse and say, I've tried everything and I can't lose weight because of me hyperactive thyroid or underactive thyroid, whichever one it may be, because of this, because of that. It's an excuse. It is doable if you want it enough. Some people, however, need the extra motivation. Some people don't have that wherewithal to drag themselves through the trenches, through the hard times, and crack on and put the hard yards in. That's not to say that people are not trying, but I don't agree with stuff like that, health issues being used as a plain outright excuse. As that northeast businessman says many a time on his page, you're not a medical marvel. You do not defy the laws of thermodynamics. It's a fact. It's a scientific fact. However, if those people are struggling to lose weight and they turn to Mounjaro, GLP-1, Ozempic, whichever one it may be, through the correct channels, and it helps them lose weight and it inspires them to eat healthier, take up an active lifestyle, then hey, I'm all for it. Where the problem for me comes in, and this is where it might be a little bit controversial and I might get called every name under the sun about it, when you're getting it from second-hand sources where you don't really know what's in it, that's one, highly dangerous, and two, you're probably pumping stuff into your body that you didn't even know existed. There's probably chemicals in those jabs that you don't even know how to pronounce. If you try to pronounce them, your kitchen table would start fucking levitating. You know what I mean? That's the safety issue. The second issue that I take with fat jabs, and this maybe will come off a bit petty and a bit egotistical, is when people will post the progress photos on Instagram, on Facebook, you know the likes. I've lost 6 stone in 2 months, all the hard work, I've worked really hard for the body. Yeah, you probably have worked hard, but don't be kidding people on and saying that it's purely through hard work and that you've managed to do it unaided. At least be open and honest about it and say, I've been on the Mounjaro, I've been on the GLP-1, I've been on the fat jabs. I needed that leg up and it's finally helped us turn a corner. I find it highly disrespectful and highly insulting to people who naturally put the graft in and lose weight, who might not get, I mean, don't get us wrong, nobody does it for pats on the back, but they might not get the plaudits or the well dones or the compliments that they deserve. I'll relate it to myself. So between 2019 and 2020, I lost 8 stone and 3 pounds, which is 115 pounds, give or take, if my maths is correct. Entirely natural, purely through clean eating, moving more, lifting weights. I got loads and loads of plaudits, pats on the back, well done, be proud of yourself. And I was really, really, really fucking proud because I'd put myself through hell for an entire year, stayed committed and reaped the rewards. Now, obviously, as you can tell, I had a bit of a mental health lapse, ballooned back up, whatever. I'm on my way back to fitness and I'm in a more comfortable zone, but that's by the by, that's not what this video is about. You compare that, or me in this instance, or it could be anybody that you know down the gym, it could be people who you know who have committed themselves to fitness for the last 10, 15, 20 years of their lives, and somebody comes along with a drug who loses a little bit of weight and all of a sudden they're posting about the fitness life and the fitness journey and how they've worked really, really hard for it, and they're super proud because all it takes is hard work and dedication, but they leave out the fact that they're on the fat loss jab. That to me is not only disrespectful to the people who are putting the hard yards in naturally, but it's also disrespectful to the people who are posting that because you're underselling yourself. Just be honest about it. Say, I needed a bit of help, I was struggling, and I turned to the fat loss jabs. It's worked for me, this is where I'm at. Nobody's going to point the finger and laugh at you. Everybody struggles, everybody needs a helping hand. It's a perfectly fine, safe way to lose weight if you've been struggling. Just don't lie about it. Don't lie about it because it ends up annoying people who you would probably do with having on side. There's people who do it naturally who would probably give you a hand if you needed advice or would be cheering in your corner, who when they see you post about how you've put in all the hard work and it's done this, when it's blatantly obvious that you're on the fat jabs, they're probably going to be turned off and not want to help you at all. And to me, overall, I would say, yeah, it's a useful tool. It's perfectly acceptable. There's nothing wrong at all with being on the fat jabs. Perfectly legitimate way to lose weight and become healthier. But overall, I would probably say, just be honest about it. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to your friends and family. Be open about it.